So, what's the hype about beets anyway?
This is the incredible story of what happens when you actually eat one of these.
This isn't just a beet, folks. This is what I like to call a wellness tool that you can grow right in your backyard. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why this humble root vegetable is being called a superfood by researchers and why athletes around the world are chugging beet juice before competitions. So, what actually happens when you eat beets? Stick around because we're going from garden to gut, and I think you'll never look at a beet the same way again. All right, let's start with what's actually in here. 1 cup of raw beets gives you about 58 calories, so we're talking low calorie, high impact nutrition. You're getting nearly 4 grams of fiber, which is fantastic for your digestive system. You're getting folate, that's vitamin B9, and we're talking 148 micrograms, which is way more than you'll find in carrots or turnips. Then there's potassium for heart, manganese for bone health, and iron. And don't you dare throw those greens away. These tops are loaded with beta carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin, all crucial for eye health. I always tell people when you grow your own, you get the whole package. But here's where it gets interesting. The two superstars in this beet are compounds you might never have heard of, nitrates and betalains. See this gorgeous color? That's from betalains, and they're not just pretty to look at. And those nitrates? Well, it is pretty incredible what they can do for your body. Okay, let's talk about what happens when you eat a beet. First up, your heart and blood vessels are going to thank you. Here's the amazing part. When you eat beets, those nitrates don't just sit there, they go on a journey. Then nitrates hit your mouth first, where specific bacteria, good bacteria, convert them into nitrites. Then those nitrites travel to your stomach and get converted into something called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is like a signal that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up wider. Wider blood vessels mean better blood flow and lower blood pressure. We're talking about a natural way to support your cardiovascular system right from your garden. Multiple studies have shown that drinking beet juice can actually reduce both the top and bottom numbers on your blood pressure reading. That's pretty incredible for something you can grow yourself. If you're active, whether you're a weekend warrior or training for something specific, this is where beets get really helpful. Remember that nitric oxide we just talked about? It doesn't just help your blood vessels, it supercharges your muscles too. Better blood flow means more oxygen getting to your muscles, and that means you can go longer and stronger. We're talking about real, measurable improvements. Cyclists in time trials, runners pushing their limits, the research is solid. Now, here's the catch. To get these performance benefits, you typically need the equivalent of about a half a liter of beet juice. That's a lot of whole beets, which is why many athletes go for the concentrated juice. Now let's talk about these betalains, the compounds that make beets so beautifully colored. These aren't just for show. They're powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Think of them as your cellular cleanup crew. They're in there gathering up free radicals, those damaging molecules that contribute to aging and disease, and they're also calming down inflammation in your body. Some studies have even shown that beet extracts can help with joint pain from arthritis. Now, I'm not saying beets are medicine. Always talk to your doctor about health issues, but isn't it amazing that something this delicious can be this beneficial? Let's get practical. How should you be eating these to get the most benefit? Here's the thing. Raw beets are going to give you more of those nitrates and betalains. If you're looking for maximum cardiovascular benefit or you're an athlete, raw is the way to go. Juicing, grating into salads, thin slicing, all great options. But cooked beets have their place too. Roasting, steaming, these are going to be easier on your digestive system and they reduce something called oxalates, which we'll talk about in a second. Plus, let's be honest, not everyone loves the earthy taste of raw beets. If you're going to cook them, avoid boiling if you can. Those water-soluble nutrients will just leach right into the water. Roasting in foil or steaming keeps most of the good stuff locked in. Okay, we need to talk about something that might happen right after you eat beets, and it's going to sound weird, but stick with me here. About 10 to 14% of people will notice their urine turns pink or red after eating beets. This is called beeturia, and it's completely harmless. It's just those betalain pigments passing through your system. It's more common if you're low on iron, but it's nothing to worry about. Just don't panic thinking there's blood in your urine. It's just your body's way of showing off that you ate something colorful. Now, beets do contain oxalates, which can be a concern if you're prone to kidney stones. But here's the good news. You can manage this easily. If you're concerned about oxalates, pair your beets with calcium-rich foods. Think beet and goat cheese salad or beets with yogurt. The calcium binds with the oxalates in your digestive system before they can cause any issues. And remember, if kidney stones are a real concern for you, cooking your beets and discarding the cooking water reduces oxalate levels significantly.
So here's what I want you to take away from all this science. That row of beets in your garden isn't just producing vegetables, it's producing medicine.
Natural, powerful compounds that can support your heart, boost your performance, and fight inflammation. Start simple. Grate some raw beets into your salads, roast them with other root vegetables, or if you're feeling really adventurous, try juicing them. The beet greens make an excellent addition to smoothies or sautéed as a side dish. You know, there's something pretty amazing about the fact that you can plant a seed, tend it for a few months, and harvest something that can genuinely improve your health in measurable ways.
This isn't just about gardening anymore. It's about taking control of your wellness, one vegetable at a time.
When you grow your own beets, you know exactly what's gone into them, you get them at peak nutrition, and you get the satisfaction of knowing you grew this superfood yourself. So if you haven't grown beets yet, I challenge you to add them to next season's garden plan. And if you've grown them, but you've been stuck in a rut about how to use them, branch out. Your cardiovascular system, your muscles, and your taste buds will thank you. Let me know in the comments. Are you convinced to give beets a try? And if you're already a beet grower, what's your favorite way to prepare them? I love hearing from all of you. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this deeper dive into the science of our homegrown food. I'm planning more videos like this because, honestly, the more I learn about what we can grow, the more amazed I am by the power of our gardens.
Thank you for joining me today at Almost 2 Acres. Let's keep learning, keep gardening, and keep eating those beautiful beets. Until next time, let's get growing.